My beloved child, listen closely, for what I am about to reveal will shake the deepest places of your heart. A woman just crashed her car 5 minutes ago, and unfortunately, that poor woman was and I want you to feel the weight of this moment in your spirit, not as fear, but as awakening. For the impact that happened on that road is not just an accident in the physical world. It is a message I am weaving into your life, a whisper moving through the veil, a divine revelation meant to reach you right now, in this very breath. My child, I want you to understand that what happened in those few seconds was not random. That crash, that sudden loss of control, that shattering sound of metal and glass, was connected to you in a way you have not yet realized. For the woman who just crashed, that poor, fragile soul, carries a connection to your destiny. She is not a stranger in the way you think. She is tied to your story, tied to your path, tied to the future I have been guiding you toward. And I am not telling you this to frighten you. I am telling you because what happened 5 minutes ago is a sign. It is a warning. It is a mirror. It is a doorway. And I need you to walk through it with open eyes. My child, listen deeply to me. Feel the heaviness of my voice, not as burden, but as truth. The woman who crashed was someone who carried a message for you, someone who was meant to cross paths with your destiny. She had something in her heart that was connected to your journey. She was someone who mirrored a part of your own pain, your own struggles, your own battles. She carried wounds like yours, fears like yours, scars like yours. And the crash she experienced is a reflection of the internal collision inside of you that you have been ignoring for too long. I am showing you this moment not because I want you to mourn her, but because I want you to understand what it symbolizes in your life. That crash was a warning about the direction you have been heading. The way she lost control is the same way you have been losing control in your soul, silently, quietly, pretending everything is fine while carrying storms inside you that you refuse to face. And now, my child, I am speaking to you with a voice that trembles with both love and urgency. You have been moving so fast, trying to survive, trying to keep going, trying to pretend you are strong, but deep inside, you know something has been slipping. Something has been drifting. Something in you has been crashing slowly, piece by piece, and you have been ignoring the signs. That woman's crash is not random. It is a reflection. It is a symbol of the emotional wreck you have been holding back. And now, I am revealing this to you so you can stop before your own soul hits the breaking point. You see, my beloved child, there are moments when I try to get your attention softly. I whisper. I nudge your heart. I send signs in your dreams. I place small warnings in your spirit. But when you ignore them, when you keep pushing yourself into darkness, when you let yourself move too close to danger, sometimes I must show you something that jolts your soul awake. Something that shakes you enough to say, stop before you break. And that is what I am doing right now. The woman who crashed, she is a reflection of the emotional state you have been hiding. Her accident is the physical form of the spiritual collision happening inside you. You have been carrying too much pain. Too much disappointment. Too much pressure. Too much loneliness. Too much fear. And you have been trying to carry it alone. You have been trying to hold everything together with shaking hands. You have been pretending you are fine while your soul has been screaming for relief. My child, I see everything inside you. I see the tears you do not cry. I see the fears you do not speak. I see the moments when you stare into the emptiness, wondering why life feels so heavy. I see the nights when your chest tightens, when your mind races, when your heart whispers that something is wrong. And I see the way you keep telling yourself, "I'll be okay," even though you know you are breaking. This message, this divine interruption, is not about the woman alone. It is about you. It is about what you are carrying. It is about what you are ignoring. It is about the danger of letting your soul drift into darkness without reaching for my hand. That woman's crash is a spiritual warning mapped onto the physical world. It is my way of saying, you cannot keep going like this. You cannot keep pretending you are unbreakable. You cannot keep driving your life at full speed while your heart is quietly collapsing. My beloved child, I want you to breathe right now. Let your spirit hear me. I am not here to punish you. I am here to pull you out. I am here to awaken you before it is too late. I am here to save you from your own exhaustion, from your own silence, from your own hidden suffering. The woman's accident shows what happens when someone keeps driving even after the soul begins to shake. And I will not let that be your ending. I will not let you crash like she did. I am intervening. I am interrupting your path. I am stepping in because I love you more deeply than you can comprehend. And my child, let me tell you something else. The woman who crashed had a destiny she never fulfilled. She was meant to deliver a message to someone. She was meant to cross paths with you. Her life carried a lesson meant to reach your ears today. And even though she fell, even though her journey ended abruptly, the message she carried did not die. I am delivering it to you myself. And here is that message: stop abandoning yourself. Stop ignoring your heart. Stop carrying wounds that are poisoning your spirit. Stop walking through life pretending you are unhurt when your soul is bleeding. You have been holding everything inside because you think you must stay strong for others. You think people depend on you. You think you don't have the right to fall apart. But my child, listen to me, even the strongest hearts need rest. Even the bravest souls need healing. Even the most powerful spirits need shelter. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. And I am speaking this into your spirit: if you do not slow down, you will break in ways that will be harder to repair. But I did not come to bring you fear. I came to bring you deliverance. The crash you witnessed through revelation is not only a warning, it is a turning point. It is the moment when your life pivots. It is the moment when you wake up and choose healing. It is the moment when you realize that you cannot continue the way you have been. And my child, let me tell you a secret: your destiny is too important to let you collapse. There are blessings ahead of you that you have not even imagined. There are breakthroughs waiting for you. There are miracles preparing to unfold. There are doors opening. There are paths being shaped. There are seasons of joy forming in your future. And I refuse to let you sabotage your own destiny by draining yourself to the point of destruction. You were not created to live in survival mode. You were not created to hide your pain. You were not created to fake strength. You were not created to suffer alone. You were not created to lose control of your own soul. I created you with purpose. I created you with intention. I created you with destiny. I created you with light inside of you that darkness cannot extinguish unless you surrender to despair. The woman who crashed did not have someone to stop her on time. She did not have someone whispering into her spirit the way I am whispering into yours right now. She did not hear the warning before the moment of impact. But you are hearing me now. You are receiving my voice before the breaking point. And I need you to understand the seriousness of this moment. This is your divine redirection. I am calling you back to yourself. Back to your heart. Back to your purpose. Back to your strength. Back to your healing. Back to me. My beloved child, I want you to breathe again, not just with your lungs, but with your soul. I want you to rest. I want you to surrender the weight you have been carrying. I want you to let me take the burden before it crushes you. I want you to allow healing to reach places in you that you have forgotten about. And I want you to understand something that your heart must never forget: you matter. Your life matters. Your future matters. Your existence is not an accident. Your journey is not meaningless. And your pain is not invisible to me. The crash is not meant to haunt you, it is meant to awaken you. You have been numb for too long. You have been tired for too long. You have been on autopilot for too long. You have been surviving instead of living. You have been drifting instead of choosing. You have been enduring instead of healing. And I am calling you out of that place. I am pulling you back from that cliff. I am stopping the crash before it happens in your own life. You are not going to break like she did. You are not going to fall the way she fell. You are not going to lose control the way she did. I am here. I am intervening. I am restoring you. I am rebuilding you. I am redirecting you. I am awakening you. My child, as I continue to speak to you, I want your heart to stay open, for what I am revealing now goes deeper than the moment of the crash, deeper than the shock of it, deeper than the fear it stirred inside you. There is a spiritual thread woven through this moment, a message that reaches beyond the physical world. And I need you to understand it with your soul, not just your mind. The woman who lost control was not simply a symbol of your pain. She was a reflection of the hidden battles inside you. She was carrying wounds that looked like yours. She was carrying fears that mirrored yours. She was living with pressure that you have been living with. And when her life collided with that moment of impact, it created a spiritual echo meant to reach you before your own life slipped into a moment you could not come back from. You see, my beloved child, I have been watching the way you have been moving through your days. You rise, you push yourself, you show strength on the outside, but your spirit has been trembling. There are moments when you sit quietly and no one sees the heaviness in your chest. There are moments when tears rise in your eyes, but you force them back because you don't want anyone to know how close you feel to breaking. And yet, despite all of this, you tell yourself you are fine. You tell yourself you can handle everything. You tell yourself there is no room for weakness, no space for slowing down, no time for rest. But my child, that mindset is the very thing pulling you closer to danger. The crash was a revelation of what happens when someone keeps driving while ignoring the warning signs inside. And I am here to tell you, you have been ignoring too many signs. The signs of exhaustion. The signs of emotional overload. The signs of silent heartbreak. The signs of deep loneliness. The signs of spiritual depletion. The signs of a heart stretched too thin. You have been telling yourself to be strong for too long. You have been pretending you don't need help. You have been carrying your burdens like a warrior who no longer knows how to put down the armor. But my child, even warriors rest. Even warriors heal. Even warriors fall into my arms when their strength runs out. I did not create you to carry the weight of the entire world. I created you to walk with me, not to walk alone. The woman who crashed had forgotten that she needed rest. She kept pushing even when her body and her spirit were warning her. She kept going even when she felt the tremble in her heart. She ignored the whisper telling her to slow down. She thought she could handle it, just like you think you can handle everything that is weighing on you. But she had a limit. And you, my beloved child, have a limit too. I am not showing you this moment to frighten you. I am showing it to you so you can recognize your own limit. I am showing it to you because you have been pretending you do not have one. And that is where danger lives, in that silent belief that you must endure everything without breaking. My child, hear me with every part of you, you are allowed to need healing. You are allowed to need rest. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to stop pretending you are made of stone. You have been hurting more deeply than you admit. You have been struggling more intensely than you let others see. You have been wrestling with thoughts that you push into the shadows because you fear acknowledging them. You have been feeling lost at times, even when you smile on the outside. You have been drowning in responsibilities, trying to keep everything together, yet falling apart on the inside. And I am stepping into that place right now. I am stepping into the very center of your hurt. I am stepping into the places where no one else can see. I am stepping into the cracks in your heart where the pain has been tucked away. You do not have to pretend in front of me. You do not have to hide your tears. You do not have to impress me with your strength. I already know your truth, and I am here to heal it. My beloved child, this moment is sacred. Do you feel it? This moment is a point of transformation. This moment is a shift in your path. This moment is the turning point your soul has been waiting for. For too long, you have been living in survival mode. That is why I showed you the crash, not to bring you fear, but to pull your spirit out of the fog you have been trapped in. You have been surviving instead of living, enduring instead of healing, holding on instead of releasing. And I want to breathe life back into you. Let me tell you something that your spirit has forgotten: you are not alone. You have never been alone. Not in the moments when you cried silently behind closed doors. Not in the moments when your chest felt heavy and you couldn't explain why. Not in the moments when your heart felt abandoned. Not in the moments when people misunderstood you. Not in the moments when you felt like giving up. I have been there. I have been watching over you. I have been holding your spirit when you didn't even know you needed to be held. I have been standing between you and the things that tried to destroy you. I have been protecting you from dangers you never even knew existed. And my child, I am protecting you now. That crash was not meant to haunt you, it was meant to stop you from walking into your own spiritual collision. It was meant to turn you away from a path that was slowly draining you. It was meant to shake your spirit awake so you could realize what you are doing to yourself by ignoring your inner wounds. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. You cannot shine when your light is dimmed by pain. You cannot keep giving when your heart is depleted. You cannot rise when the weight on your shoulders keeps pulling you down. And you cannot fulfill your destiny while carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. My child, you must understand this. Your life is not meant to end in a collision. Your story is bigger than your struggles. Your future is greater than your pain. There is so much waiting for you that you cannot see yet. There are blessings forming in the distance. There are breakthroughs aligned with your name. There are miracles preparing to unfold. There are opportunities that will rewrite the course of your life. There are moments of joy that will make all your past pain seem light compared to the glory that is coming. But to reach those blessings, you must slow down. To receive those miracles, you must breathe again. To step into your destiny, you must stop driving your life at full speed while your heart is shaking. That crash was a message. A message for your soul. A message for your future. A message for your healing. A message for your awakening. And now, my child, I need to tell you something even deeper, something that might break you open but will also heal you in ways you never expected. The woman who crashed carried a lesson about emotional collision. But she also carried a mirror of your relationships, the connections in your life that are draining you, hurting you, confusing you, or leaving you wounded. There is someone in your life whose presence has caused you more pain than peace. Someone who has taken from your spirit without giving back. Someone who has made you question your worth, question your value, question your strength. Someone who has left scars inside you that you do not speak about. Yes, my child, I see that too. And the crash symbolizes the moment when you must finally face the truth about that connection. You cannot keep holding on to someone who is driving your heart into a collision with itself. You cannot keep allowing yourself to be wounded by someone who does not understand the fragility of your soul. You cannot keep giving your love to someone who does not know how to care for it. That impact was not just about your inner battles, it was about the relationships in your life that have damaged you in ways you have never fully admitted. And I am telling you now, your heart deserves peace. Your heart deserves protection. Your heart deserves someone who brings healing, not harm. Just as you must slow down for your own emotional safety, you must also reevaluate the people who have access to your spirit. Some people bring light. Some people bring darkness. And some people bring a collision. I am calling you to step back. To reclaim your heart. To guard your spirit. To heal from the connections that have wounded you. To detach from the people who are leading you toward emotional impact. To rise from the ashes of everything that has tried to crush you. And child, hear me clearly now, you are not the crash. You are the survivor. You are the awakening. You are the turning point. My beloved child, as I continue speaking into the deepest places of your heart, I want you to feel the shift happening inside you. Something is loosening. Something is breaking open. Something is rising that has been buried for far too long. What I am revealing now will seal this message into your spirit so powerfully that you will never see your life the same again. The crash that happened 5 minutes ago was not an ending, it was a beginning. The moment that woman lost control was the moment you were meant to regain yours. That moment of impact became the moment of your awakening. That shattering sound on the road became the sound of chains breaking off your soul. That collision became the point where your path turns away from destruction and toward destiny. My child, listen to me with all the humility of your spirit, this is the moment your life changes. You have been walking through life carrying burdens that were not yours. You have been holding pain that was never meant to stay. You have been fighting battles that were draining you instead of shaping you. And deep inside, you have been begging for a sign, something clear, something undeniable, something loud enough to cut through the numbness. And I have given it to you. The crash was your sign. The crash was your wake-up call. The crash was your turning point. The crash was the moment heaven spoke directly into your timeline and said, no more drifting. No more breaking. No more surviving. Now begins the healing. My child, you do not understand how much I have protected you. You do not understand how close you came to losing yourself. You do not understand how many nights my presence wrapped around your spirit while you felt alone. You do not understand how many dangers I blocked from touching you. And you do not understand how tired your soul has become from fighting battles in silence. But I understand. I see it. I feel it. I am aware of every tear you swallowed, every heartbreak you silenced, every fear you buried so that others would not worry. I know how much you have been trying to appear strong while something inside you has been quietly sinking. And my child, that is why I am speaking with so much love and so much urgency. I cannot allow you to crash. I cannot allow your spirit to fall apart the way that woman's car did. I cannot allow you to walk blindly into a breaking point that will cost you pieces of yourself you cannot afford to lose. You matter too much. Your destiny is too important. Your future is too powerful. Your calling is too great. You carry something the world needs. You carry a light that darkness has tried to dim. You carry a story that will transform others. You carry a purpose that will lift people out of their own pain. And that is why the crash message had to reach you. Because you were losing yourself beneath responsibilities, heartbreak, exhaustion, and unspoken sorrow. You were moving in a way that looked normal on the outside but was dangerous on the inside. Now hear me clearly, my beloved, you are not meant to break. You are meant to rise. You are meant to rebuild. You are meant to recover. You are meant to rediscover your strength. You are meant to return to yourself. You are meant to walk into a chapter of life that is full of peace, clarity, joy, and divine alignment. But to walk into that chapter, you must make a choice inside your heart today. A choice to stop ignoring yourself. A choice to stop abandoning your needs. A choice to stop pretending you are unhurt. A choice to stop living in emotional chaos. A choice to stop pushing your spirit toward collapse. A choice to prioritize your healing. A choice to let me guide you. My child, you have been living like someone driving with a shattered windshield, unable to fully see what is ahead, yet still pressing forward. You have been navigating through pain that blocks your vision. And that is how hearts crash, not because they are weak, but because they can't see through the heartbreak anymore. Let me be your clarity. Let me be your strength. Let me be the one who guides you safely through this next season. Let me heal the places in you that you cannot reach alone. You have been trying to fix everything yourself, but some wounds require divine hands. Some battles require divine intervention. Some burdens require divine lifting. Some moments require divine rescue. And rescue is what I am giving you now. The woman who crashed, she represents what happens when pain goes unaddressed. When emotions go unspoken. When hurt goes unhealed. When life becomes heavier than the heart can carry. Her crash was a warning to you: do not ignore your wounds. Do not deny your feelings. Do not pretend everything is fine. Do not silence yourself any longer. There is a version of you that I am calling forth, a stronger, wiser, healed, glowing, peaceful version of you. A version of you who has laid down the weight. A version of you who has learned to breathe again. A version of you who no longer apologizes for needing rest. A version of you who no longer sacrifices their well-being for people who do not value your spirit. And my child, this new version of you begins now. I am ending the era of emotional collision in your life. I am removing the people who drive your heart into walls. I am shutting doors that have become sources of pain. I am breaking cycles that keep repeating. I am healing wounds that have been ignored. I am renewing strength that has been drained. I am restoring hope you lost along the way. I am giving you a new beginning. But you must choose to walk in it. You must choose to step into healing even when it feels unfamiliar. You must choose to let go of the people who hurt you. You must choose to let go of the pain you've been carrying. You must choose to slow down before your spirit reaches a breaking point. You must choose to surrender what you cannot control. You must choose to love yourself enough to stop driving into emotional storms. My child, hear me, the crash is not your prophecy. The crash is your prevention. The crash is your awakening. The crash is your rescue. You have been begging for a sign, and I have given you the clearest one. Now I am taking you deeper into revelation, something even more powerful than the message you have heard so far. The woman's crash is not just a warning. It is a reminder of something sacred. Life is fragile, but your purpose is not. Life can change in seconds. Destiny can shift in a single moment. And that is why you cannot keep wasting your spirit on things that drain you, hurt you, confuse you, or lead you into chaos. I am calling you into a season of alignment. A season where you reconnect with your true self. A season where you rebuild your emotional foundation. A season where you step into peace that cannot be shaken. A season where the wrong people fall away and the right ones arrive. A season where your heart becomes whole again. A season where your mind becomes clear. A season where your soul becomes strong. A season where you rise from the ashes of everything that tried to destroy you. And my child, I want to tell you something beautiful. You were never as broken as you thought. You were simply tired. You were simply overwhelmed. You were simply carrying too much alone. But now you will not carry it alone anymore. Now your healing begins. Now your peace begins. Now your restoration begins. Now your clarity begins. Now your breakthrough begins. The crash was the end of one path and the beginning of another. A path where you walk with intention. A path where you honor your heart. A path where you listen to your needs. A path where you respect your limits. A path where you protect your spirit. A path where you stop running from yourself. A path where you let my voice guide you instead of your fears. My beloved child, I did not bring you this far to let you shatter. I did not create you with purpose just to watch you crumble. I did not breathe life into your spirit just to see it dim. I did not shape your destiny just for you to lose control of it. I am not finished with you. Your story is not over. Your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. And now, as you stand spiritually before me, receiving this message, I want you to declare this silently inside your heart: I choose to heal. I choose to slow down. I choose to rise. I choose peace. I choose clarity. I choose life. I choose myself. Because the moment you choose healing, heaven aligns with your decision. The moment you choose peace, chaos loses its grip. The moment you choose clarity, confusion dissolves. The moment you choose life, destiny opens. My beloved child, this message is the divine intervention your soul has been waiting for. The crash was not for destruction, it was for transformation. It was to remind you that your heart is precious, your life is valuable, your purpose is still unfolding. And now, walk forward knowing this truth: you will not crash. You will rise. You will heal. You will become whole. You will step into your destiny with strength. You will live. I am with you, and I always will be. Your story continues with power, with purpose, and with protection surrounding you like a shield. Go forward, my child. Your healing begins now.